We're in McLeod Ganj, and after a couple of weeks in the crazier parts of India, this is a really peaceful, quiet refuge up in the country, up in the foothills of the Himalayas. In 1959, after many years of persecution, the Dalai Lama fled Tibet, and the Indian government offered him refuge here in Dharamsala, where he set up residence. Many other Tibetan monks and other Tibetans also came here and set up an expatriate community for the Tibetans in exile, where it continues to this day. This is a very peaceful little village. There's lots of monks in red robes walking around. It's very colorful. The Himalayas are beautiful. You can always hear birds in the air. It's just a very peaceful, serene place. We're really enjoying it. Coming into McLeod Ganj, the streets were narrow and clearly not built for automobiles. The village was built on the side of a mountain, so you get a great cardio workout just walking around it. There were many shops selling statues, tankas, and other Tibetan Buddhist art. Red-robed boarding school students were everywhere. People here were friendly, but seemed more quiet and reserved than other parts of India. There is a serene, mystical feel to McLeod Ganj, no doubt due to the large amount of meditation and spiritual practices that are performed here. We also saw prayer wheels everywhere. The intention of these wheels is to spin them while in prayer and meditation, and they would carry your prayers out to the universe. We saw many beautiful works of art portraying Tibetan mythologies and mandalas. There were many signs about the struggles for Tibetan freedom. Since 1959, when the Dalai Lama fled Tibet to come here to India, the true Tibetan government has been right here. This series of buildings, which includes a temple, is the seat of the Tibetan government in exile. Their parliament is here. The Chinese have set up a government in Tibet, a puppet government in Tibet, but for now, if you want to contact the true Tibetan government, you do it here in India. We traveled just north of McLeod Ganj looking for a prayer flag temple. This turned out not to be a building at all, but consisted of thousands of prayer flags strung up in the woods. Behind me is the little village of Dharamkot, which is just above McLeod Ganj, and it's known as kind of a hippie hideaway It's like if you look on the map, there's lots of organic cafes and juice bars. We see solar panels on the roof here. It looks pretty cool. We're gonna go check it out. Spring was in the air and the flowers were coming out. There were charming scenes of village life. And a number of shops selling crystals, statues, and beautiful clothes. Hello. How are you? Good. Love me some good rocks. Yeah. It wasn't easy, but on our third day we managed to find the place where the village Losar festival was happening. Losar is the Tibetan New Year and is celebrated over 15 days. During our time here, many shops were closed as well as museums and other official buildings. This was a special day when the monks and villagers gathered together. Many villagers were dressed in traditional outfits, and the monks were chanting and playing music. was our last day here, and in spite of the overcast skies, we decided to attempt a day trek into the Himalayas. After the car could go no further, we continued our ascent on foot. Although it was hazy, the view was still amazing and gave me a feeling of expansiveness. Thick fog rolled in, enveloping us. When you're walking up the Himalayas, there's all these really awesome little tea shops here, and this one's called the Best View Cafe. And as you can see, the view feels like you can see forever. At a certain elevation, the ground turned to snow cover, which we were not prepared for. In the end, we didn't make it up to the peak we were going to. It was too much snow, it was fog, but it was a good journey anyways. And being up here in McLeod Ganj has been a great journey too. And kind of like the fog. McLeod Ganj was a special place filled with warm people, stunning art, a majestic natural landscape, and peaceful vibes. This was all the more amazing, as these people had been directly persecuted and driven from their land by the Chinese government. We wish the Tibetans the freedom to be able to return to their homeland and practice their spiritual heritage in peace. If you get a chance to go to McLeod Ganj, I recommend that you do.